Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Xandy, and I'm here to teach you the Trover Saves the Universe speedrun. I'm going to be teaching the any percent guide to the game. There is actually no completed runs for the 100% or all Power Babies runs, but as soon as I get that done, I'll do a tutorial on that too. Just so you know, if up here a little card pops up right about now, you're going to know that this isn't the actual most up-to-date version of the speedrun. If some new strategies come out, I'm going to put a little card up there and something into the description to teach you the newer strategies as well, but this is going to be a good baseline if you're just starting the game, because this is the most up-to-date thing that we have at the moment. And as far as I'm concerned, there's not a lot of skips that we're going to be able to find later, or if there's a lot more skips, then I'm just going to make a whole new video. So I am comfortable right now just making a video talking about how to do the speedrun at the moment. So at this point, I want to show you guys some of the moves and some of the tricks you're going to need to learn to get this speedrun done. There's a couple of tricks, only about 3 or 4 little things that you need to know before you can start the actual speedrun. They're all really easy. This is one of the easiest games I've seen that you can speedrun. It's a longer one, so if you're looking for a shorter speedrun to like start out, I definitely would suggest this to beginners, but it is a little bit of a long one. The speedrun for the any percent is actually 1 hour and 15 minutes, so you kind of have to invest a little bit of time. This game is really fun though, and even after playing it over 50 times just to get my time, I don't really find it that boring. I still find it quite fun and funny, so it's a very interesting game to speedrun. The actual playable parts to this game actually total about 25 to 30 minutes of actual playable parts. The rest of it is a lot of cutscenes and a lot of just non-playable dialogue, or you're playing but it's like you're not really doing anything because people are just talking around you. So I'm just going to be showing the parts today that you can actually play. Alright, so I just wanted to use this space to show you guys a couple of the moves that you need to know before you start speedrunning. The first move that you need to know is the one where you can move forward further than Trover is allowed to walk. So right now I'm at the edge of how far he's allowed to go away from me. But say I wanted to get to that node right there. I can't really reach it. It's kind of hard to see him, but if you jump and slash down, you actually move forward a little bit. So I'm just going to demonstrate this by jumping and slashing down. I'm just holding the W key as I'm doing this so he moves forward. And see, it only took about a couple of slashes there. Come on. And now he's at the node. That's the slow way to do it. So in the first half of the game, you're not going to have this roll ability here. This roll ability actually allows you to go a little bit further than the jump and slash one. So you have to use both of them for the run, but if you use the roll ability, see how I'm rolling into like pretty much the invisible wall that keeps Trover from going any further. If you roll and jump, you're gonna actually move a little bit further. See, it only took me about 3 rolls to get to that node instead of like however many slashes. So it's a little bit faster. So after you get the roll ability, you're gonna want to use that roll jump primarily to move him forward. So the next trick that you need to know is actually the mega jump, and it's only used for this one specific skip, and you actually don't even need to use it. In my opinion, it's a little bit faster, but it has the potential to be used for another skip later on down the line, so you might just want to learn it just to be safe, and it's not hard to learn. What you're going to want to do is jump as far on the edge as you can and do an attack downwards, so you actually fly downwards just like this, and you're going to mega jump into the sky. Sometimes you're not allowed to hover, like you can't hover Trover as he's in the air. It won't let you like jump and hover. So you can just move over to get on top of this instead of going through the gate. You just jump right on down and you can reach that node without having to take the time to open this gate. So there's actually 2 main ways to do Flesh World. This is the only world that has like 2 major different strategies to get this world done. So one of the strategies is to get this little bug creature, stand Trover on the button, and then throw this right at the lock. And that's gonna open this gate so you can actually just walk right through it, but it's gonna change some stuff later in the level. So for right now, I'm gonna show you this world with that strategy, and then it also leads us to the other trick that we're gonna have to know to get this run done. So the next strategy I'm gonna show you, and just for reference, that's the gate we just went through over here, is this hover jump ability. So if I double jump and I hold the jump button down, you have a little bit of a hover, and you can move forward with this hover. But as you can see, if I just hover over, I can't reach that platform. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to hold the hover button and then let go and immediately press back down on the jump button over and over again, and that extends the hover. The one main part about this is you can't do it too fast and you can't do it too slow. And I'm going to show you the differences here. So let's say I jump and hover, and I release and press the jump button really quickly. So it's gonna be like this. You don't go far at all. It actually drops you down quicker than if you were just a normal hover. And if you hold it down too long, so let's say I jump, hover, and then I wait, and I click, and I wait, and I click, and I wait, and I click, I still didn't make it. It gets you a little bit further, but if you hold that hover button for too long, you're not gonna make it. So you have to find this nice little rhythm of how often you need to press that spacebar. You let go, let up, let go, and as soon as you let up on the button, you need to immediately press down, but there's a little rhythm to how you have to do it, and after you practice, you'll get it really quickly. It only took me about like 10, 11 tries of doing this over and over again to get this little rhythm down. So what you're going to want to do is sometimes to get across this, you're going to want to jump once, hover for a second, and then double jump, and then do your little hover ability, and that's going to get you to the other side here. All right, and now that we're over here, I just want to show you how to do this little specific section as well. So you're going to jump up on these left sides of the platforms. You can't really make it onto these right sides. You have to kind of get here, jump up and around to go over here. And then what I usually do is I get up on this little nub, jump up to the tooth, jump up on top of this big round one, and then I try and get myself right in this little crook here. Just like that. And I'm going to jump over and like kind of hover my way down following this line. If you go too far this way, you're going to slide off and land right here. So you just want to stay closer to that side of the thing. So now there's a little empty spot inside of this that we're going to try to like weasel our way into. So you just kind of move around, and now we're in this little inside section here. What my strategy is I walk as close to myself as the Chairorpian. You walk as close as you can towards yourself, turn around, and then I roll going towards this little, I like pointed at the screen like you guys could see. I kind of face myself into this little tunnel here, standing as far away as I can, and you just roll right over there. And sometimes it won't work, but what you're trying to do is clip yourself through the ground here so that you can get into the tunnel. And it's a little hard. See, I did the clip, but it actually pushed me right out onto the front. So you just kind of have to get it down. I'll show you guys back up there and me actually getting the trick, but you just kind of have to work your way in there. It's a lot of personal, like, oh, how am I going to do this? What do I need to do this? So you just have to go in and practice this one a little bit. Wow, see, that time I literally just jumped and clipped straight down, and you just want to try to maneuver yourself into that tunnel. Sometimes if you're just standing up there, you want to roll around, trying to like face yourself towards this tunnel, and you're going to clip through the ground. If you clip over to this left side a little bit, just hold the right arrow key and try to push yourself over to this tunnel. Sometimes you clip down and you're like way over here, and if you don't move, you're going to fall straight into the middle of the earth and die. So you just want to try and like figure that out on your own. That's one of the main major clips. And now as you can see, I can't, just like Trover said, you can't move any further forward, so I'm going to roll jump right under this R, try to position myself right under this R here, and I'm going to keep smashing the interact button here, and then boom, I hit this node that was inside of this little guy. And here you just want to slash up these teeth and then hit this little guy that's holding the crystal baby here. Oh. There you go. And you got it. And then if you don't do this part fast enough, you're going to soft lock yourself in the game. So you want to slash this guy, and you want to get out of here as quick as you can. So slash, because if you don't get here quick enough, that node is going to lock down before you can do anything. Hey, how's it going? Post-production Xandy here. And this part, I wasn't very clear on what I meant by this is where the strategy of the level changes. This part, once you see later in the video, this part where there's three little guys, like the three little nodes, this part is different when you do it this way as compared to when you just jump over the gate and skip busting the lock in the beginning of the level. And if you see the flesh world that I do later in the video, it looks different. So this part is like a little bit more stressful in my opinion, and you saw how I messed it up. It's a little bit easier to mess up in my opinion. It is about the same speed as the other one though. So it's pretty much preference. Just remember that. I wanted to make that clear because I was kind of confusing when I recorded this the first time. And so now this is where the strategy changes for this level. You're going to want to come over to this right side. You want to slash up this, grab that. You want to have this and just hold the interact button, but you're going to want to maneuver Trover over here. You're going to do the roll jump to move yourself forward. And you want to stand on this little button. You see those little yellow lights? You're going to want to stand right on those little yellow lights. And this, I don't particularly, and you're going to, okay, we got to do this kind of quick here. All right, so I got it. You just want to take that little bug that you were holding there, and you want to throw it right into that crook, because there's a little node in there, and I'll definitely show you guys this later. There's a little node in there you're going to want to hit with that little bug thing. All right, now that we've made it through there, made it through that whole section, that's kind of like the hardest part of this game. It's not that hard, though, if you can do it right. I'm going to show you the separate strategy when I do the entire playthrough after this, but those are some of the main tricks that you need to know just to get this game started and do the right things that you need to do. And without further ado, let's go to the beginning of the game, and I'm going to go through each playable section. There's actually only about 25 minutes of real playable game that you can actually save time on. A lot of this game is cutscenes. A lot of this game is just dialogue happening that you just kind of have to sit there for. So it's a long game. The world record speedrun right now is about 1 hour and 15 minutes, so that's gonna be how long it takes to play, but there's only about 25 minutes of playable game. Yeah, let's just get into the actual game. Alright, so when you get to the main screen, the time actually starts. You can click new game, and then this is because I have other save data. The time starts when you click this mature button. So I'm going to click this mature button, but that's when the time would actually start. So when the game started, I kind of skipped over. There's a little bit of cutscene that happens before you actually start the game. But I would definitely suggest, it's really loud, but I would definitely suggest that you do a casual playthrough of this game before you do the speedrun. Like most games, you should probably play the game first. You're going to miss a lot of stuff doing the speedrun, and I think this game is really worth playing all the way through. It's really fun. Yeah, so right in the beginning, you want to click this play button as soon as you can, as soon as you get control of your character, and then you're going to click that button as quick as you physically can after he knocks on the door. If you see any weird skips, that's just because I'm trying to cut it so that you see the things that you need to see, because there's a lot of talking in this game. So what you want to do is you just focus on this little power baby here, and as soon as the little white dot goes green, you're going to be able to interact with it. So with it, whatever the interact button is, it's like the right trigger, the right button on the mouse, and here it's green, and I can immediately start holding that button and get him. And then I'm going to hold the W button, and then instantly start out moving from node to node as quickly as I physically can. So something you can do with dialogue is you're going to have to answer yes or no to a lot of questions. You can actually buffer these inputs by using the 3 and 2 button or whatever your answering to dialogue is. So before he asks you a question, you can actually hold the button that you need to answer with. So here I'm holding the 3 button, and it instantly starts to answer yes. I'm going to do it again here just to show you. I'm holding the 3 button, which is the answer yes to dialogue on the PC. And it instantly starts to answer yes. The reason you want to hold it before is because it lets you answer the question as soon as you physically can. As soon as you hit him, you want to run straight to this node, and it's going to unlock right as you get to it. The very first skip that you need to use that little jumping slash feature is right here, because you have a little whole area you need to play over there, and this node is locked down. But you can skip all of that by jumping and slashing straight into your telepod. It's going to move you forward. This part can be a little tricky with how you hit your head on that, but that, if I didn't mess up right there, that would have actually been really fast. You're going to want to look at Trover as quick as you can for him to start talking, and then you're going to want to look at these buttons. I usually do my splits as I push these buttons when I change between worlds. So you just want to look straight at the button here. And as soon as that little white dot turns green, you're able to click that button to go to the next place. So for now, there's a lot of dialogue that's going to happen. I'm going to skip to the next part that you guys need to see. But for the first thing that you want to do is you don't want to go to that node right in front of you. You're actually going to be able to go to a node a little bit further down the level that skips a lot of this little beginning stuff. So what you want to do is you run straight around your telepod. And I usually try to line myself up with these little 2 nodes. So I'm standing right here and I run. There's going to be a little tree right there that you need to jump over. And as soon as you're around this level, you can start smashing the interact button, and boom, you line right up with that little node. And so now as soon as you get to this log here, you want to jump straight over, and Trover's going to die. Obviously, since you've played through the game, or you should play through the game, you'll know that that's supposed to happen. Can't really skip that part, but as soon as that's done, I kind of walk Trover up to here. and that way we're perfectly lined up with the node as soon as we get done with this little dialogue sequence. So right now he's going to give you this chair upgrade. So now that you have this ability, you can pop up and down using the buttons, and after you pop up, you're going to go straight to this node. You're just going to get straight to the tree as fast as you can. Alright, so at this point, you're supposed to do this little puzzle that it has all up through this area, but what you can do is you jump, and there's an invisible little platform he can stand on that I'm on top of, and you just jump straight over this wall, if I actually had made it. So yeah, you jump up on here, jump straight over the wall, and you just jump right off, and that skips that entire sequence. This little part is a little unique. It has two little ways you can do this. You can either slash this little power baby thing over here, or you can head to the edge of this, jump, and I usually don't make it. It's like a second of time save, so I just skip it. I usually slash this, go straight through the log, come over here, and then you get to him as fast as you can, but you just want to kill these things really quickly. That's going to end his dialogue sequence, and then you go and grab the power baby as quick as you can after that. And then I'm just holding the W button so that as soon as he's ready to run, he's running. And then I just do this part as quick as I can. I usually do a nice little double jump from here to there, saves a little bit of time. And now it's just about, you know, getting to the next node as fast as possible. I unlock that as soon as I see it. Jump. So this part, you have to slow down, but I continue holding forward, and I try to line myself up right over here so that when we're unlocked, we can try and hit these guys right off the cliff. Damn. Okay. So then, we come up here to engage the next sequence. I jump right back down, slash attack this guy, instantly kills him. Alright, and then we head back up here. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. When I try and jump, slash that guy, he usually falls off the cliff. It's a little risky because if they fall down, you're going to lose some time going down to kill him, just like this. If you're lucky, he'll go off the cliff. If you want to play it safe, just try and kill him up there. Get to this node, kill these guys. It's usually about 5 hits for these blue guys to kill him. You only have to unlock one of those and they both open up. This part has a little skip, so what you're going to want to do is not interact with these guys at all. You're going to walk right past them. So if you look here, I try to position myself as close as I can, jump, and then I just went around the invisible wall. You'll try it a couple times, you'll see it, you'll figure it out. And then you can't move any closer to this guy, so I jump and slash down, and then I'm able to get that. I'm able to get that node is what I mean. He's gonna cut you off, but you just ignore him, keep going. If you just jump and slash down right in between these two guys, they fall right off the cliff. Unlock this guy, wait a second, boom, you're all the way up here. You have to skip this node. Do not get that node. Walk right past. You don't have to do any special tricks. You can reach this guy, but that's going to skip an entire fight sequence there that you're supposed to have. You have to skip that node. Come straight over here. This is a really long dialogue sequence. I'm going to skip all this for you. So as soon as this dialogue sequence is done, you're going to want to face Trover right towards you as close as you can. He's going to ask you to do it. If you don't do it, he's going to keep asking, so I just kind of get him as close as I can. Right here, you want to answer no, then yes, then yes. That is the fastest way to do it. So I'm holding 2 right now so that no will instantly pop up and answer no. So I'm just holding 2. It's going to instantly answer. Yep. Alright, now Trover's ready, and I'm just going to start slamming the attack button, because you're going to want to hit this thing off as fast as you can. So right here, run Trover over to this node, and as soon as that little save button in the bottom right ends, just slam that button. I just look right at the button, interact with it, your hand's going to reach over and get it. So now, Trover's going to be able, so you're going to want to run into here. I usually drop off my power baby really quick, but then I run Trover back over here. If you don't do this, the game's going to kind of break. So I just face this little wall so that once you teleport back over here, you're instantly facing the right direction for Trover to run in. So what you want to do is you wait for the little loading symbol in the bottom right to start going, and that means the interaction with, so right there, I instantly teleport back, go into the telepod. He's going to plug that in, slap the button as soon as he's done. And then he has this little dialogue. And now you want to wait for this phone call button to show up. That's the fastest way you can do everything. And it's going to take a second, but then the phone starts to ring. You're going to hit that. Now there's going to be a lot more dialogue. I'll skip to the next part. So this is the Abstainers Inner Sanctum. You come back here a couple of times, and then as soon as you get to the last node, you're going to want to turn Trover around and run right back the way you came. You want to do that as fast as possible, or else it'll think that Trover has left. So, and then I usually run Trover back really quickly before anything happens. And I'm just going to stand him on that node to wait for when they're done talking. So when they're done talking, I'm going to skip back to when they're done talking because there's a little thing that I need to show you, but this takes a little bit. Yeah, so he says, get the fuck out of here. Hurry, get the fuck out of here. You have to wait. So as soon as he's done saying that, you can leave, but you have to wait 1, 2, and I waited a lot longer than I needed to right there. But I just wanted to say, after he says, get the fuck out of there, you'll see in the speedrun, you wait 2 seconds, 2 whole seconds before teleporting, because it'll fuck up your game. And then as soon as you're in here, slap that phone call button, and it'll take you to the next world. They'll skip to it. They're trying to be cracked. Yeah, they're trying to be cracked. Alright, so this is the second major playable world that you're going to be able to go on. This first part's really easy. Just go from node to node as quick as you can. I just hover jump straight over all that shit. Come right down here. Alright, so this part, I'll explain this as I'm doing it. You want to jump onto this little rock here. So you can, I walked up onto it, double jump, hold forward a little bit. You're going to get on that corner. Double jump and hover right onto here. And then once you get up there, you want to look right at that node, and boom, and you just slash jump all the way over there. That's going to skip an entire sequence of trying to move boxes and shit. This part, you're going to want to take this little block and hover it right there to kill that guy instantly, because that's going to make you go through there really quick. This part is a little hard. I'm actually going to, usually you can do this right here. I'm going to get over here, and I'm going to start doing this fucking process that I'm about to show you. But I'm going to kill these guys really quick just to show you how to do it. I'll skip back. Alright, just so that I didn't have any constraints while trying to show you this, I killed all the guys here. Normally, you're going to want to skip over the 2 guys right in the beginning and just start doing this. But what I usually do is I grab onto this so it's hovering. You can rotate it. So it's just straight up and down, kind of like that. Get Trover onto it. And so you're going to want to look up and jump. And that's going to move Trover up, skipping that whole process, and you can just get him right up to... Normally you can make it up there, but I guess I can show you again here. And that's what's hard about it, is this is definitely not an intended part of the game, but you can make it work. Yep, and that'll get Trover right up to the top here. Then you just down slash all the way over. So now we want to go to this lady. Instantly come over to these little creatures. All you have to do is kill one of them. So when she says, reminds me of my pet Scrappy, I'm pretty sure that's the earliest you can go get that power baby from her. I usually slide up a little bit so I can see this part really well. You're going to want to skip this node. It's going to skip another giant fight sequence so you don't have to do it. So just roll straight through here. You want to go to this one that's a little bit hidden, but you can see the little light there. I roll jump, the other trick I showed you a couple of times. You get right over here. You're going to do that same trick that I showed you before, where he jumps on here and jumps up. One thing that can happen is right there, see how it gets stuck on that little corner? It won't go up. I mean, it did this time, of course, because I'm not trying to do a run. But if it slides into this corner sometimes while Trover's on it, I want to show you the wrong way to do it. Boom. It's going to get stuck. You're not going to be able to go up anymore. It's a pain in the ass. So what I usually do to try to prevent that is I bring it over here, like I did last time. You rotate it a little bit so you don't have to worry about it. And then I keep my line of sights going up right here so it doesn't move over to the right. So you get Trover on there, jump, get him all the way up here. And you just jump straight down, get to that node. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Kill these guys as fast as you can. This part, if you haven't played the game before, you need to kill them within this spinny, circly radius so that their guts get sucked out just like that and fly into the cauldron. bloop, and then you want there's those 3 guys. Then you instantly move this cauldron right over here. These guys don't matter. They won't get sucked into the cauldron either way. The first one's gonna pop out of this guy. And you just want to make sure that you're killing them within the radius of this cauldron. If they move out of it, you can move the cauldron over to them. Just like this. After those are done, move it right over here. You can move the cauldron while it's still sucking their guts, because as you just saw, it'll still go over there. The first one's going to pop out of here. Whew. It's hot as fucking here. Oh, you know what? I lied. He didn't come out of there. But, yeah, you just want to make sure you're killing these guys within this radius. Just like that. Oh, wait, he didn't die, but... Because if you don't kill them within the radius, it's going to actually send you more guys to kill so that you can get enough Glorkon guts. So you want to make sure that they're all within that radius so that you don't have to kill more guys than you need to. See, just like that, I moved it a little bit to make sure that he was within the radius of the bucket. And boom, that's going to be all there. And this is all the same stuff. Just make sure they're within this radius of the fucking cauldron. Okay, that happens sometimes where they hit the cauldron out of the way. It doesn't happen often because they don't aim for it. They're aiming for you. So it'll happen sometimes. But just like that, he was really far away, so I moved it. The next big guy is going to pop up right here. So I stand right behind where he's going to pop up and instantly start attacking him. And then wait for him to aggro, then start slashing at him again. So it only takes 2 little cycles to get him. The next guy's going to pop up on this bridge. Instantly start slashing at him. You always have to hit him in the back. And then this guy is always really hard to get a hold of because he stays up on this little platform usually, and it's really hard to fight him up there. And that's it. Start to move Trover up this ramp as soon as you can, and then you're going to interact with that. As soon as that's ready, go to that node, jump down. Just do it fast. You'll understand when you're playing the game. So he'll say, "Oh great, it's you again," and that's when you can start slashing her, and you're just gonna want to hit her right off that cliff as fast as you can. Here, you just want to roll jump right into the telepod. Click the power baby button. Oh, I totally forgot a whole part of this. So, yeah, see what's happening? So sometimes, right there, I'm going to mute this so that you can't hear anything. So, in that world, as you're doing that fight, you can start to collect some of the power babies that are in that area, and it'll make this little, what am I trying to say? This power baby thing go a little bit faster. So you want to collect like 3 or 4 just little power babies while you're up there, and then as you're sucking them in, it'll make that phone ring instantly. That was really lucky how that phone started to just ring. Usually doesn't do that. He has a huge voice line that he does, and then the phone rings. So to save some time, collect some power babies up there, and then click the phone button. I can't believe I messed that up.
They're trying to be crack. They're trying to be crack.
So for VooDoo Person, which is this part, just get over there as quick as you can. I usually run Trover right back to this. Don't have him inside of that because you're going to have to interact with some stuff. So this I keep pointing to things on my screen like you guys are going to be able to fucking see them. So as soon as this pops up, slide it right into where it needs to go. And then I go back into the telepod. So I'm holding yes right here. And then you instantly want to click that button. So for this part, it's going to put you on a world. You don't want to do anything with this world. I usually walk Trover out for just a second. Walk him right back in, click the button to take you right back to VooDoo Person. I slam this button just a couple more times to make it go back. And bring myself right back up here. Again, take Trover back here. Don't stand him in the teleporter, but really close. So look, here's your thing. The green button pops up. I'm holding the button though, and it's not letting me pick it up. What you have to do is look off of it and then look back on, and it'll let you do it. So usually when I'm speedrunning it, I'll look at it to let me know as soon as I can pick it up. Look off and back on it really quick, and then try and pick it up. As soon as I pick it up, I just hold the S key for Trover to move backwards, and then I can teleport back here, and then that button will be ready. Just instantly come over, click the button. So right here, Trover, we're going to receive a bomb from Glorkon. I'll show you how to do this kind of fast as well. So here he gives you a bomb. As soon as my little cursor turns green, you can click that button, and then I'll show you what to do from there. See, now it's green. I click the button. You want to click the center one like you just did. Go down, then top. Hit the top button, for Christ's sake. I had to do this in post because I fucked up so bad in the speedrun for some reason, or showing you guys. After this, click the damn top button. I fucked it up royally. I was thinking about it too hard. I'll put on the screen or something that'll say like middle, down, top. It's literally middle, bottom, then top. I know that's what it is. I just fucked it up. Once you get to this point, you don't have to click any more buttons. I usually just slam the fucking buttons. But just remember, that first part is middle to get it to open up, and then you click down and then top. And that's going to get you through it fast enough. I'm just thinking about it too hard right now. So you can do 4 rolls before you have to go to the thing. So I usually 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's going to get you right to here. And then I let go for a second. You'll get the rhythm down. And then I smash the interact button as soon as I get over to it. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, interact, 1, 2, 3, 4, interact button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, interact button. You'll get the rhythm down after you run it a couple times, but you just want to do 4 rolls. If you overshoot it, it's kind of hard to get back, so you'll easily get the rhythm down. For this part, you can run Trover back here, but you have to do it quickly. Don't stand him on the thing this time, just stand him a little bit off of it, because you're going to have to throw some stuff over here. So I just stand right off of it, so when I'm done, I can instantly walk him onto it and get ready to go. Yeah, so as soon as you can throw these crystals, that green thing will pop up. Throw them right into their eyes as quick as you can. And as soon as they're in, Trover can leave. You just roll your way back. And you're going to hear, when you do it this fast, you're going to hear the red guy talking as you do this interaction. The next world is Flesh World, and it's easy to soft lock the game at the beginning of this. So as soon as the doors open, so I wait a second or two before leaving, and this ensures that you don't soft lock the game, because sometimes the node will lock down and will not let you go. So I wait here, 1, 2, I just wait a second, and then I go out. And then you just gotta kill these guys as quick as you can. See, there we go. Sometimes the node that I'm on right now will lock down. It won't let you teleport to it. And in that case, you have to quit to the main menu and then just smash the spacebar, smash the A button, X button. You have to smash that button so that you get back into the game as fast as you can. And then you'll be able to just go to that node. So yeah, if it locks down, just quit to the main menu and then continue the game. It's going to lose you about 10 seconds though. Maybe more, 10, 15 seconds. Oh. So as soon as you're able to get that power baby, just grab it. He'll put it on the desk. You can grab it as soon as you can. And then as soon as he's done eating that, you're going to want to go over to these little bug thingies. Roll right over. And then you use the new ability you have, which is a down slash. For me, it's F. You slash it, hold the interact button right on it, and you just throw it right at the lock. At this part, again, you want to skip this node. And you just start following this little path here. So I try and follow this little path, and now I can't move. So I hold left and up, roll and jump twice. And now I'm about this point, and I roll forward once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then I'm there, and I get to this node here. So there are 2 ways to do this part. They are both about the same time. Some people think one's faster. I personally think my way that I found is faster. What I'm going to show you the way that I do it, but I'm going to leave a link. It'll say Flesh World Skip or something like that in the tutorial. It's going to show you the other way. But this is going to utilize the super jump that I showed you earlier. So you jump on here, get to the edge, and down smash. Sometimes it doesn't work. Just keep going until it does. Go to as far as you can to the edge, and then I hold left and up. It's going to put you right on top of here. Jump down, and then right around where this R is I just kind of just keep rolling and jumping. And there's where the node's at. Jump straight across this pool. Roll a bunch. Roll jump. Roll jump. Roll jump. And then you're at this point. Now from here, go straight over here. Do the hover jump that I showed you. I might have missed that actually. Oh, I got it. Okay. Do the hover jump that I showed you to get over there. You're going to land on this little platform here. You want to use the left sides of these platforms to get up. Jump onto this little node. Jump up here. Just kind of follow the same way that I'm doing it. This is like the only way that we really know how to do this part. You're going to want to drop down behind this. And then this takes a little bit of figuring out on your own. You're going to want to roll towards where this little guy is and hope that you clip through the ground here. Oh, see, just like that. And so when you start to fall, I wasn't falling straight towards the hole, but I just held right and I moved my way over there. Sorry, I lined myself up right under this R, and then I roll jump and smash the interact button as I'm doing this. It's going to take you right to this node. I usually have this tooth ready to go, and I head towards the crystal baby. This will allow you to throw a tooth right at the guy as he comes out. I usually move a little bit faster there and get him, and then you're able to just keep going. That's the fastest way to do this part. Right here. Okay, as you're going through here, once I open this, you need to get to that node as fast as you can, or the game might soft lock. Because if you get to this not fast enough, it could shut down. This guy pops up. I usually go out, get one of these, throw it at him, and you want to move this over here. You're going to use that to put on the button in a second so you can get through this gate. Where the hell is Trover? Okay. I keep trying to do this super fast. I just don't realize that I can slow down to show you guys what the hell I'm doing. Okay. You want to come over here. You're going to use this, and you're going to slap that carefully on top of the button. Because if you do it kind of fast, it's going to roll over on the side. It's going to lose you some time. So usually what I do, I jump up on here, do a little hop, jump, skip, and a thing. This part's a little tricky. You just have to get, once you're used to jumping a bunch though, you can easily get it. If it's not working, maybe you want to put it a little bit further to the right on this button here. Okay. This is why some people think that this is a lot slower, because it's a little bit more finicky. The other way, in my opinion, is a lot more stressful. You have to be fighting guys as you're doing it. Once you hit that little node, it doesn't look like anything happens, but it's going to allow you to be able to do this part here. So what you're going to want to do is jump and hover right over this little spike so that you fall right onto it, just like that. You want to roll. It's going to push you through. Face the wall over here and just double jump, and then you're able to move freely. The node is actually right here. You can just walk right up to it, and that's how you do that part. I usually jump right up here, kill this guy pretty quick, jump down here. This guy you can't hit, so I usually just go around, throw these teeth at him until his armor is gone. And then you just slice him 3 times. I use that, kill that guy. Easy peasy. Now for this part. Once you get this node, you're going to want to instantly slash up on one of these little fruit guys. I don't even know what to call it, a bug. I hit that one, let it fall, and then you put it right on that little node. So now before you do this, you're going to hold that, but just leave it there. And just like move Trover around as you're holding this little thing. I usually aim it right at the lock. And then you want Trover to hit that button. And then you let go of that. That opens the gate for you. So I didn't really narrate that part. It's easy. You just got to kill those guys as fast as you can. You want to get to this node here. I'm going to kill these guys because they just really get annoying. So you want to up slash on this, hit the node. Yeah. Okay. As soon as this comes up, I usually wait a couple seconds, because if you do it too fast, you make it so that he doesn't register that he's eaten it. So I usually wait a couple seconds once I've gotten them. This part's a little tricky. You throw it right around over to this wall. So I throw it right over here, catch it, and then throw it up to this blue guy. Yep, just like that. Wait till he's done talking, and then I throw it into his mouth. Now he's going to want one of these, and for this one, you wait for that eyebrow. Once he's done, his eyebrow will go down. That's when I can throw the bug. The fast way to do this is to double jump and hover onto that main one. Jump up here. And you get onto the cliff. Once I go down here, this is definitely one you need to wait on. You grab the yellow one. I completely wait for him to get done talking, and then I throw it. These guys show up over here. You can ignore them if you want, and literally just wait for that node. He's gonna want the blue one. I wait for him to get done talking. Oh, Lord fucking Christ. Okay, it's a little stressful, but you want to throw the yellow one right into his mouth, because if it hits his stomach, it's not gonna register. So I'm just gonna kill these guys so I can get it over with here. He's gonna want a blue one. See, sometimes it like throws it to the side. Just make sure you recatch it there. Throw it right into his mouth. God, these little fucking things are so goddamn annoying. Okay. He wants yellow. Once you've given him 3, that's when he's ready to explode. So I just go and wait on this little node here. He's not gonna be able to run, but he can do that. So I just start to roll my way out of here. You want to be looking at the node you want to travel to as you're rolling, or else he'll like roll off the path. And you want to get out of here as quick as you can. And then as soon as you get in here, start smashing that fucking button.
They're trying to be cracked. Yeah, they're trying to be cracked.
Alright, so it takes you back to the Abstainers Inner Sanctum. This part's really easy, though. All you have to do is throw these right into his eyes. Wait until it actually, bam, just like that. Then you throw the other one, and then Trover can leave. Skip to the next part. Go!
They're trying to be cracked. Yeah, they're trying to be cracked.
Alright, so for this part, you're going to see bathtub guy. All you have to do is huck his TV into the bathtub, and it's a lot of waiting. So as soon as your thing turns green, throw this right in the bathtub. He dies. Then you just wait. I literally just wait looking at this thing until it turns red.
They're trying to be cracked. Yeah, they're trying to be cracked.
Alright, so now that we're done with the bathtub guy, it's going to take us to Tech World. This level is really, really straightforward. Yeah, just try and kill those guys as fast as you can. That wasn't the best demonstration, but you'll figure it out. Once you play the game, you'll figure out your own ways to kill those guys. As soon as you click that button, jump straight down over here. You can see a little blue mark. As soon as you get to this node, you don't have to do anything. Glorkon's going to show up. Boom. That's like the end. Not the end, but one last little thing to do after this. I'm going to skip over this whole part. The world's going to change. Alright. As soon as you regain control of Trover in this part, you want to walk up here. Kind of the same path that I take. Walk him up the side. As soon as you get over here, you can walk up this big bulbous thingy. And then you try and slide down. It can be kind of tricky to get him to slide down there. I stand there all the time trying to just get him to slide down. But you want to slide down. And then you walk over to this node. Don't teleport to the node immediately, though. You're going to wait till this pink guy actually walks out here. Because you'll soft lock the game. So he walks out. I wait for him to pass this rock usually. And then I start walking him over here. And it's not necessary to do this. It just saves a little bit of time if you having to walk from each place after he's done talking. So I usually stand on it. See him standing here. I wait for him to walk around because he'll walk over here and disappear. And since he's standing on that, all I have to do is push the interact button and I'll teleport. So he's gonna disappear and then I can teleport. And then we just sit here and wait for the call button. I'm just like slamming the interact button. So as soon as that call thing comes up, you call. There's a lot of dialogue to happen. I'm gonna skip. It's a pretty big chunk. So I'll skip to the next part. So this part's important. You have to answer no to this question. With the rest of them, it's not that big of a deal. You have to answer no to that. Because if you answer yes, it adds a bunch of dialogue. It takes a lot longer. So when he asks you if you're playing with your ding dong, just say no. Even if you were, even if you're playing with that ding dong, just say no, okay? So as soon as you can walk, you want to walk up to this thing. And then you're going to regain control of Trover after a little bit. So I'm walking now. You have to bump into him. As soon as you bump up to him, you can start walking back. And you're going to want to hold on the bomb. And then click the button as fast as you can. Easy peasy. Some dialogue. I'll show you the next world. It's mixed world. Alright, here's mixed world. Just gonna roll from node to node here. One thing I usually try and do here is instead of just walking over to this next node, you jump up on here, and this is to not aggravate the guys in this section. See, now that I'm over here, usually these guys would be chasing after me, but since I jumped over and didn't touch any of the ground over here, they don't yell or like run at me. So I hold W and right, and then I roll jump, because it's gonna roll jump me sideways, but it's gonna roll jump me sideways right into there. Jump right over to here. Oh, try not to roll into there like me, like I did. You have to kill, so to get past this section, you actually have to kill these little guys. And this guy. Don't worry about the guy up top. You just have to get those, jump across, kill that guy. The way I skip this little section is I jump on top of this last tooth. It can kind of be tricky sometimes. Tooth. You're going to land right there on that ledge. There we go. So get on the tooth, jump to this ledge. You're going to land right here, and that'll let you jump right up. Skip this whole section over here. So, you're going to want to kill this guy quick. This guy's going to... There we go. Alright, so here's one of the harder skips in the whole game. You're going to want to come here. Don't jump down there, but go around the ring. And you're going to jump over to this corner. So you're going to do the hover jump right to this corner, run up to the edge. And so there's an invisible wall. You're going to try to get over here, but there's an invisible wall in between. So you kind of have to try and go a little bit around and then do your hover jump. It's kind of a hard jump, but you're going to want to land right up here. Just like that. So now you want to roll jump to get up on top. And then you're going to roll jump to the side. See, now this bridge is a little bit narrow, so I have fallen off of that before. But you're going to get to around right here, and there's a node. I usually try and walk Trover up, put the bomb up here. See, now there's a way you can do this part pretty quickly. Okay, so I made it over here, and then it's easy. You just jump straight up to this part, and I just literally just hover all the way over. I don't usually do that in runs. It's a little bit hard, but after some practice, and after some practice for me, I'm going to use that strategy. Because if you can do that the first time, it's going to be a lot faster than trying to go around. Just run straight over here. Oops. You want to kill both of these guys. Go to this node. You're going to skip past this one and run straight through this archway. And then you have to roll all the way over to this node here. Do it however you'd like. You roll straight to this node. Oops, I don't know why I popped up. And then click the button right when you get in here. You don't have to do the Power Babies thing. It'll just let you click the button right after. Maybe. Oh wait, no, there's a phone call. I forgot. Click the phone call button.
They're trying to be crack. Yeah, they're trying to be crack.
Alright, this is going to take you right to Glorkon's base. It's the end of the game. Alright, get Trover over to the doors as quick as you can, because he's going to listen to the people on the other side. I usually bring him back, stand him right here, and I look up at this. I don't know if this is true or not, but if I look up at this, I feel like the ball drops a little bit faster. So there it is. You're going to throw it right onto these nodes. Just like that. So what I do on this part is I kill the shooting guys first. They only take 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. And then alright, don't hit this node. You're gonna lose a lot of... Oh, I swear I killed him. What the fuck? So don't use that node. You're gonna lose a lot of time to some dialogue options here. Oh, there it is. Okay, I somehow just missed it, but it's like right here. You want to hit that one first. Usually I don't mess it up like that so often. That means so much. So look right over here for this ball to fall. It'll fall a lot faster. Alright, so the way that we kill these people is a little weird. So we do have to kill some of them, and we don't have to kill the others. So, what I usually do is I try and stand up here. Come on. Because one's going to pop out of here, 2 are going to pop out of here, 2 in here. So we have to kill these ones that pop out for the first round. And then we have to destroy these 2 side things. After that, more of them are going to pop out, but we don't have to kill them. We just have to skip past and just walk right over to the next part. So then I try and use these little guys. Oh. So I try and leave 2 of... Oh my god, what a bitch. So, see the little sword? I try and leave a couple of swords out. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay, come on. Alright, so I try and leave some of these little swords on the ground because you can just, as soon as it's ready to go, throw it, boom, and you destroyed both of them. See, now all these characters that come out, you just have to run, and I try and run around straight to these back doors. And then you just have to roll, jump your way all the way up here. But it keeps you from having to fight these new guys that pop out. You can do that fighting sequence that I did a lot faster. You just have to practice. So, all I have to do is... Oh, wait, there's this one over here. Totally forgot about you. So, when this ball is going to come out of here, I try and stand. So normally, see how there's this guy right here? I try and kill him out over here somewhere so that we can throw these little guys into there so that I can stand over here. But I stand over here with Trover because two guys are going to pop out of here, and you don't have to fight them or do anything with them if you're out of their sight line. So here comes the orb, and they're going to come out, and if you do this quick enough, you don't have to fight these guys. Oh shit, fuck. So usually you can throw the sword right at that. And I try and stand over here so they can't hit you. Jump over them. Jump, bitch! Trover's stuck! Oh my god, dog. Okay, all you have to do is destroy those. You can do that a lot faster. You can like leave shit out, so you can throw it right at the pylons. Just figure out however you want to do that. Just know that you only have to fight those first couple of guys and then throw the balls at the nodes. Easy as that. So, oh fuck, what am I doing? Some guys are gonna pop out of over there, but you have to do this part first. I just start swinging. Boom. And then you take the dog. Swing, swing. Take the dog. And now is when these guys are going to pop up out of here. Whoa, what's hitting me? Holy fuck. I'm like really low on health. Jesus. I just don't want to die right here. Because when you do those skips, if you die in here, the game will break. So, you have to wait a second before killing this guy, or he'll get stuck in here. You want that ball to come out. You do want that ball to come out, because if you don't, it's going to make this part take a lot longer. Boom. Everybody dies. I like to leave Trover over here. Jesus. I like to leave Trover over here because if you bring him back over here, it soft locks. I mean, it makes it longer. So just leave Trover over here to die. He's going to hover him over to here. Rip him up. Spoiler alert, obviously. And then I just keep an eye on the head. As soon as I can move it, throw it right to the nodes. Boom. Then throw the body at him as soon as you can. Throw the thing. Throw the body at him again as soon as you can. Throw this. The time stops as soon as that crystal goes into his eye, and that's when the time is done. So that's the entire thing. You just watch the whole gameplay. There is a part after this with heaven and all that other shit. That's when the time stops though, because that's like the end of the game, quote unquote. So that's just what the rules dictate. So there, you just learned how to do the entire 90% for Trover Saves the Universe. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. If you want other tutorials or other little updates to this game, I'm happy to do them. Just leave some suggestions down in the comments. If there's any other games that you'd like me to try and go through, or if you have any games to suggest to speedrun, I'm looking for more games. I'm trying out Hollow Knight, but it's a really tough game, so I would love some other suggestions. If you have any other criticisms, concerns, I'd love to hear them out in the comments. If you're like, damn, this something is not right, I'd like you to do something a little bit better, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, good luck everybody. Thank you for watching.